there are gangs out there having street fights.
Nice has been amazing. I got to talk to an Arabic guy in German because he's worked in Vienna for some time, and with a Hungarian girl who worked at the Hard Rock Cafe where I worked a lot. I could have stayed for longer, but you know, in the end...
And we're leaving yet again!
After all, I knew that winter was following me, and the sun in Nice wouldn't stay there forever. One of the questions I get asked the most is how I finance my travels. And let's be fair, at this time I didn't even have a proper answer. I usually said things like, I'll figure it out. Odd jobs on the roads, online work and crafty stuff were on my mind. And let's be fair, my lifestyle doesn't cost too much money on a day-to-day basis. The most expensive thing was the diesel, really. I've always been quite entrepreneurial. I love to create something out of nothing, and over the years I have learned a lot about offline and online marketing. And yet, when it comes to my own projects, I only set up one really profitable income source so far. And that one broke down 6 months later due to an unexpected change of contract with my business partner. I didn't want to let the lack of money stop me from leaving though. And that was a wise decision. But now, it was getting more and more apparent that I had to think of something to sustain myself in the long run. After another 4 hours of driving, I arrived in Marseille. Already in the outskirts, I noticed that here was far more Christmas decoration than anywhere else I've been on the trip. People were outside drinking mulled wine, and there was fake snow on the little stalls. The little Christmas market by the city centre mixed the smells of gingerbread and fish to absurdity. And yet, I liked the little harbour and the big castle. However, in the end, it wouldn't only be the unexpectedly boring night out that would make me leave Marseille earlier than expected.
When I parked here, I already had the suspicion that this might not be the best spot to park. But there are gangs out there having street fights. When I came back, I saw them. And what the fuck? I mean, it's really bad. It's really, really bad out there. And the stuff they call music is so loud that they won't hear me anymore anyway when I talk in here. It's a bit scary. I really hope they don't come too close to Hermes, and well, they don't know that I'm in here. I sneaked in very quietly and waited until nobody would see me. I'm surprised there are so many camper vans parked around here, and it looks like there are actual people sleeping in them, because This is not the place where you want to be parked in Marseille. And off we go. There's
Look, I get it. I'm sure Marseille isn't as dark as I experienced it that night. It might even be a very lovely city. I was probably just really unlucky and ended up in the wrong place at the wrong time. But still, I really wanted to move on. Thinking about possible solutions is always easier when you're driving anyway. And my next stop would make up for everything that happened over here.